out. Okay, great. You can start.
Okay. First of all, the rhythm is arrhythmic.
Okay.
I can roughly estimate that from the here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can magnify it if you wish.
I don't think I can do that. Oh,
And
oh,
not that way, not with the control and the
oh, oh,
roller,
oh, oh, oh.
but you can go up. Okay.
Does it go
Wait
up?
a minute, wait. Okay, that's it. And you can come here and this one, you can use it. See?
Ah, okay. Anyways, so I think it's about 50.
I think it's a little bit faster, so it's closer to 70, but it's okay.
70, and then we turn into a heart axis, which is 1, and a AVF. AVF seems to be pointing positive, while the 1 also seems to be pointing positive. So the heart axis seems to be normal.
Yes, and how much is it?
Uh, since the 1 is quite positive, I can say that it's about 0 degrees, and AVF is about 8 degrees, so it's about 0. Hello?
Yes, we listen,
Yeah,
listening.
okay. And then after that, we see if it's a P is present. I think the P is present, but the distance between the PR the distance PR interval seems to be irregular
Uh-huh.
from point to point, and from here we can assume that this is some sort of since the last PR interval is longer than the first one,
Okay.
we can assume that this is a AV secondary AV block movements type 1,
Okay.
and then after that we can go move on to this Q waves here. This seems to be a pathological Q wave
Where? Which lead?
uh, in the lead number 2 and 3.
Okay, but you can point it.
Okay, here. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I can see. Okay, and then and we see the ST elevation,
Mm-hmm.
E and dome in both
Mm-hmm.
lead 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that indicates so we have both Q and ST elevation, so that means it's acute myocardial infarction on
And what is the location?
the posterior side. No,
What?
inferior side.
Mhm. Which lead that you can use to detect a posterior?
Posterior, oh, the reflection side on the B1. No,
Yes.
B1, B2, B3.
Okay, so relative to the chest leads and the anterior lead can be used to, let's see, figure out, yeah, the posterior wall. Okay, well. It's not so fluent one, but I can offer a mark of 4, but you can, let's see, do it later on again. Okay.
Did I miss
Meanwhile,
anything, or
pardon me?
did I miss anything on
No,
the ECG?
nothing. You
Okay.
can, it's okay, but you still need a little practicing. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Thank you
okay.
very much.
That's okay. No problem. Okay, Istvan. Okay, I'm
Yes,
giving
hello.
hi. Okay, Istvan will get, let's see which one that we, well, that would be fine, I think. Okay, that means 5th one. Okay, wait a minute. I
Oh God.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. It's your turn, and you will get, let's see, the cursor. Yes, I found you. Left click, and after you can use it.
Right quick.
And after you
Okay.
can control it.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello.
okay.
All right. So first off, this looks like it's a standardized normal ECG.
Mhm,
Um, I will start with the rhythm. Appears rhythmic with
mhm,
P waves, so it's a normal sinus rhythm.
mhm,
The heart rate is 1, 2, 3, about 80, 80
mhm.
um, beats per minute. Next is the axis. We have a positive in lead one, negative in AVF.
Okay.
So that is a left deviation. There's negative in lead two, so it's non-pathological.
What? What?
Or,
What? What? What?
sorry, negative in lead two is a pathological left deviation.
Mhm.
Apologies.
Can you
uh,
guess me the axis more precisely?
sure.
Okay.
2, 3, about -30.
Mm-mm. If you had -30, you should have an equiphasic, let's see, potential in lead number 2. But this negative for sure is less than -30. Which other lead you can use to be more specific?
Which other lead can I use to be more specific?
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I can use the AVL
Nope,
to
nope, nope,
um,
nope, nope. I would say AVR.
AVR. Yeah, because it's very equiphasic. Okay, yes.
It's more positive. It's not equiphasic, it's
Uh,
positive. But this is going to tell you that the axis is located between.
um, sorry, let me just think.
Okay,
Uh,
you can draw pictures and whatever you like. That's fine.
can I draw pictures?
Yes.
How do I draw pictures?
Okay, I show it to you. Okay, but only one problem. I don't know whether I can. Let's
Let's
see.
see. Let me see.
Let's wait. I do it. Okay, good. And now I give you the control. Okay. Yes, now you can draw. Left click and after you can draw.
Okay. So, oh, there, perfect. So this is the hard axis circle. We have center,
Mhm,
boom, boom, uh, 60
mhm.
there, um, there, and there.
Okay,
0, -30.
okay.
Uh, this is, so if I'm remembering so this is ABF,
Mhm.
AVF. Sorry,
Okay.
it's a bit of lagging.
You don't need to write
This
it.
side.
We can follow you.
Mhm. This side, I don't see the PDF though, so I'm just trying to remember
Okay, I can tell you that first of all, you are on the left side, and AVR was a little bit more positive.
a little bit more positive. So then it's probably here then,
Okay, and
uh,
how much is that one?
which is about -40, 45.
Nope, 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 nope. Don't guess it because your drawing is not exactly proportional
Okay.
to the right thing. So, what is the
um,
degree for AVR?
oh yeah, it's 60 here.
-60.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so it would be -70. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So it's
Yes.
extreme left deviation.
Okay.
Uh,
Good. All
thank
right.
you.
So that's an extreme left axis deviation.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Maybe we can leave it right here. Okay. That's great. All right. And I can control. Okay. Let's go back. All right. Now you can continue. Maybe we have to, I have to give you again the cursor.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. I cannot see you. I cannot find you, but maybe wait a minute. Yes, you are here. Good. Now you have my cursor.
Okay, perfect. So I already mentioned the P wave
And
appears
the
regular,
axis, okay.
and the axis is fine. Um, PR interval seems normal.
Mm-hmm.
QRS complex appears wide.
Mm-hmm.
Um, QT interval appears normal, though in lead 1, I can see a T inversion. Looking through the other chest leads, we have a W sign in leads.
What?
Or that we have a notched
Yes.
sign in
Okay.
V4, V5, and V6. Don't see a notch in V1, 2, or 3.
No, but
do
I
see-
do see in V5, V6. Okay, so
Yeah. Need to gather my thoughts. So wide QRS with notched V4, V5, V6 likely means a right bundle branch block.
what?
W sign.
Okay, the W
Okay.
sign, I think, I don't know what you mean, the W sign. What do you mean, a notching sign?
Yeah,
You
the notching
have a
sign.
notching
The
sign.
notching sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could mean nothing, or because it's wide, it could mean something. So because we do have a supraventricular rhythm, and this supraventricular rhythm somehow is not conducted properly intraventrically. This is why you're assuming that you do have an intraventricular conduction abnormality.
Yes.
Now, how would you specify between right bundle branch block and left bundle branch block? Because that's the, let's see, the two things that can happen here.
I guess the T inversion in
No, nothing to do with the T inversion. T inversion only means the secondary repolarization abnormality. It won't tell you that whether this is a right or left bundle branch block. How can you diagnose a right or left bundle branch block?
I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
Okay, so which lead that you should look at on the right side and the left side? You should look at V1 and V6. And whenever you do see the elongation of ventricular activation time or the wide R wave, the block is there.
Oh, so then the wide R wave in V6 would mean it's a left.
Exactly. So that's a left bundle branch block. Okay. The next one that you have to go for, that's a pathological Q wave. Do you see any pathological Q wave?
No, maybe here in ABF.
Nope. That's an ABF and lead number 2, 3, you do have an RS. However, if you look at the chest leads from V1 all the way to V3,
no, there's no pathological.
QSQ, but that's pathological Q wave, but is not an anterior necrosis, sign of anterior necrosis, because this is due to the left bundle branch block. Okay, this is what we mentioned, that not every pathological Q wave means necrosis. Okay, especially when we do have a left bundle branch block, it's almost impossible to diagnose an anterior MI, acute anterior MI. Okay.
Because they show similar signs. Okay.
Because exactly everything goes from, let's see, the right to the left. And what caused the, let's see, the axis deviation, the extreme left axis deviation? What do you think?
Extreme left axis deviation?
Yes, you said it, minus 70, you said it.
Yeah. Well, that usually it's the anterior hemiblock, but this is a full left bundle branch block.
So the left bundle branch block can cause extreme left deviation.
Extreme left deviation,
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't think that is enough for a midterm.
No, it was not. I will try again. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Who is the next one?
I can go next if you want.
Okay, who is it? I can go. That should be
Here?
the Sangwon.
Kim, yeah.
Kim Sang-woon, yes. Okay, I'm marking everything. This means some advantage. If you already tried, that's the best one. Okay, Kim. No, okay. Okay, someone, I give you a good ECG. Yes, I need a very good one for you. Oh, okay. Yes, this is for you. Okay, I am sharing my screen. Okay, I projecting the tracing and I giving the ECG, I mean the control. Yes, it's yours.
Okay.
Ah, big breath. Jesus Christ, you are blowing me out.
Excuse me.
Mm,
Okay, so first of all, we can see that the ECG is not rhythmic.
okay, very
And
good.
also, there seem to be no P wave.
Wow.
And if you see here, the baseline is very irregular. So
Mhm,
this is atrial fibrillation.
mhm.
Heart rate could be about,
You can point with the cursor. Okay, so left click
okay,
and after you can use it.
yeah, I'm actually, can you see my cursor moving right now?
I cannot see it.
Oh, okay.
Anybody can see?
Then it must not
Yes,
be,
yes, yes, I do see.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
good.
So the heart rate, I mean, is about, I think, 105 beats per minute,
Okay.
and which is a tachycardia.
Hmm.
Uh, and we can also, uh, next will be the axis.
Hmm.
Um, so one is positive AVF. So I'm assuming this is one because the lead, I mean.
Hmm. Yes,
Uh,
one is up on the
okay,
left side. Yes.
I'm
One,
sorry.
two,
Could you
three.
tell me?
AVR, AVL, AVF.
Okay, one, two, three. Is
AVR,
AV,
AVL, AVF.
AVR, AVF. Okay, and then if AVF is negative,
Hmm.
so it's left deviation, but we can also see that two is also negative.
Hmm.
So this will be an extreme left deviation.
Hmm.
Um, and we can, then we have to see the QRS complex.
Okay.
The QRS complex is not normal.
Hmm.
Um,
What do you mean not normal?
so the QRS complex seem to be a bit elongated.
Hmm. So it's wider.
So
Okay.
it's wider, yes.
Okay.
um, um, so, and what else? Excuse me, I'm kind of blanking out right now. And the R wave, especially among the QRS complex, is not normal, and there are ST segment depression.
Now, first, let's concentrate on the QRS. Why the QRS is wide?
The QRS is wide because uh, perhaps due to uh, the block,
What kind of
bifascicular
block?
block, bifascicular block.
Okay, yeah, so that's a right bundle branch block. This is
Yes.
why the QRS is wide.
Mhm.
Okay, and why did you say bifascicular block?
Um, because because the because if we see, so this is two.
Which
Uh,
lead that you should look at?
for bifascicular block, we have to look at
The right bundle branch
right
block.
bundle.
You know, which one, which lead that you should look at?
Oh, the V, so it's right side, so it's V1 or yeah,
V1, V2.
V1,
Okay.
V2, yes.
And you do see the wide R complex there. So this is a right bundle branch block. And
Yes.
why did you say that that's a bifascicular block?
Because because the also the V6 doesn't seem to be.
What is the criteria for a bifascicular block? What is bifascicular block?
So bifascicular block.
What is bifascicular block?
Excuse me. Could you? I'm really sorry, but could you give me a hint?
Okay, anybody can give him a hand?
Can I say what?
So it's
Right.
The axis. Yes.
Oh,
An
yeah, right.
extreme
Oh.
left deviation. This is the clue. If you
Okay.
do have a right bundle branch block, and after you do have this pathologic axis deviation, well, now you can assume that this is a bifascicular block.
Yeah.
Well. Well, okay. Let's see another player. Okay, Kim. Okay, that was the first one. Okay, now who is the next volunteer? Nothing.
I can go.
You can go. Yes. Okay, Julie. Yes. See. Let's see. Okay, I can find you. You are in group number 6. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay, all right. Yes, it's right here. Good. Come on. Okay. All right. Now, I am giving you a difficulty situation. A difficult one. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this one. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, and give you the control. Okay, left click and you can go for it. All right.
And do you see my cursor?
Yes, it was running all over the window.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, it seems to be rhythmic.
Okay.
Here you can see. And it's maybe kind of like 4 big squares, so about 75 bit per minute. And I can see that one is slightly positive. AVF is positive, so that should be a normal axis. And let's look at the PR interval. I'm trying to look where it looks best, maybe here. So it seems to me a little bit long long. So I'm suspecting AV block type 1. First degree, sorry.
Yes.
The QRS seems narrow to me.
Me too.
So now let's look for a pathological Q wave. So here I don't see. Maybe R is problematic. AVL I don't see. AVF I don't see. V1 I see. Also V2, V3. And I don't see any still elevation or something. So it probably should be all the anterior MI.
Very good. Okay, and look at the ST segment on the left side. And if you
So the T
figure that, I would be very, very happy.
So I see this T is kind of inverted.
ST segment. Look at the ST segment on the left side on V5, V6, or lead number 2, 3, AVF, AVL.
So maybe this I saw this scooped. So I think it should be the digitalis.
Yes, very, very good. Very, very good. I'm pleased. I'm really pleased. Yes, that's it. So if you're looking at the shape of this ST segment, there's a scooped, yes, it's round shaped. Yeah, and that's typical for the digitalis. Very, very good. Okay. All right. Now, that's okay. Now, this is how you should perform. Okay, guys. All right. So I can give you a 5. But it doesn't matter because you can do again if you wish. Okay. Good. Congratulations. That's great.
Excuse me, when can
Yes.
we do the midterm again?
Well, you can do on the next week, for example.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to sign more date for that one, and you can roll into any of the dates. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do more, and this way we don't need to wait all of them. So you can maybe 5 in a row, and that's be much easier to do it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Who is the next one?
I'll be the next, if it's okay.
Who is the me? Elad.
Elad.
Okay, Elad. All right. I'm checking. But yes, you are here. Okay, good. Elad. Good. All right. Okay, good. And I'm giving you. This one. Yeah, that would be perfect. Okay. And I'm going to share. Yeah, the cursor is yours. Okay. All right. Can you see it? Hello, I cannot hear you. And I cannot see that you are moving the cursor.
Yeah, no, can you give me the permission once again? Because when you gave me the permission, I couldn't unmute myself.
Oh, I see. Yes, it's yours again. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
All
So, so I guess this one can be like divided into parts. So let's start from this part. From this part, I guess.
Left part, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so this part is quite rhythmic.
Okay.
For me, it looks like a bit tachycardic, about 150.
Okay, that's
I can see.
tachycardic. Okay.
I can see like a wide QRS.
Okay.
And here, I guess this is a delta wave. And
Where?
this delta right
Where?
here. Right here.
No, that's not a delta wave.
Ah,
Delta wave, you should
yeah,
use
yeah,
the
I can see. Yeah, I can see here a delta wave. Here, a delta wave. So I guess like this one looks to me like a WPW.
Okay, so always you should start with the normal part, okay? And this is the right side, okay?
Yeah,
If you do see anything like this, you can say that, okay, this is distributed into 2 parts or 3 parts. And on the left, we do have a tachycardia, and the right one, we do have a normal one.
yeah, we have a
And
normal.
because we do see the end of the tachycardia, that ending suddenly, we are assuming that this is a,
I'm sorry, once again.
if we do see the end of the tachycardia or the beginning of the tachycardia that starts suddenly or ending suddenly,
So it's a AVRT. So,
that's a paroxysmal tachycardia.
yes.
Okay, paroxysmal. Now, you can start with the right side because that's looks normal. So let's
Yeah.
start with the normal one.
Okay, so here I can see a short PR interval with
No, we do have P where we do have rhythmicity, sinus rhythm, but the PR is short. Okay, this is how you should interpret.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I can see a rhythmicity, I can see the sinus rhythm. The PR interval looks to me a bit short. And I can see that I have the delta wave, which means I have a WPW. Since the no, I can decide if, yeah, I can decide if this which type is it.
No, you cannot because you don't see
Because I
the
don't
chest
have
leads.
the chest leads, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But because this patient has WPW syndrome, we do have a high chance that on the left side, we do see what you said,
The AVRT, the
AVRT
paroxysmal.
tachycardias.
Yes.
And in the middle, possible, what did they do with the patient?
I'm sorry, in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
What did they do with the patient? So basically, they changed something in the AV conduction. Maybe
Now, how can you change the AV conduction?
Maybe a vagal or Valsalva maneuver or like vagal stimulation.
Yes. Carotid massage, and this is hard. The tachycardia is stopped.
Yes.
Well,
and here I can see, I guess this one is the junctional escape bit.
Yes. Here you can see the junctional escape bit and here as well. Yes. Next time it's okay, but it's not the best one. Okay. Now who is the next one?
Can I go next?
Who is the next one? I cannot see.
Me, Fadil.
Okay, Fadl, there.
All right.
Okay, you should
Okay.
talk longer. Okay, Fadl. And I give you a tracing. I won't be nice to you. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, and give you the, yes. Okay, Fadl. Left click and you can control the mouse.
Okay, let me try. Am I controlling?
No, not yet. Oops, I did a mistake. Okay.
All right.
Again, and Fadl, no, yes. Okay, not right.
Let me start.
No.
Oh no. Okay, you are controlling.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Now you are controlling. Yes, okay. I can see it. Okay.
Okay, can I zoom in?
Well, if you go to the plus, That would be the easiest one. Go to plus. Yes. See?
Oh, all right, all right, all right.
And a negative. And use the negative one
Oh,
to
oh no,
unzoom.
no, 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 sorry. Okay, just a second. It's just a bit slow. All right, let me just start.
Mhm.
So based on what I see, first of all, I can say that this is arrhythmic.
Mhm.
The frequency, I can look. So based on the second leg, I can see that there's approximately 4 big squares between 2 RR complexes. And so
Yeah, but this is arrhythmic.
oh yeah, arrhythmic. So the heart rate isn't really constant.
Mhm.
And then the axes, I can see that
To go back to the heart rate. How would you calculate the heart rate if it's not rhythmic?
oh,
Oh,
I would have to, so I would take an average of like the number of R's in 1 or 2 seconds, for example.
not 2 seconds, at least 4 seconds, 5
Or-
seconds, or 6 seconds.
Oh,
That's
10
one.
seconds. Okay.
1 second.
Sorry, I'm sorry. So every 5 squares is 1 second. So there's approximately 1 R in every second. So I would say 4 R's in 4 seconds.
You should go for a longer interval. Okay. So if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's 60. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Go
6.
on.
All right. And then I can calculate the axes as well.
Okay, calculate the axis whenever you like, but somehow it's strange. Before you go to the axis, you should see what's make the impulse. So what is the impulse formation center? Usually the question is, do we have P waves?
Yes, we do have P waves.
Okay. And
are
these P's conducted?
Yes, they are. In some cases, not all of them.
No, which is conducted and which are not conducted? Which one is conducted? Because only 1 or 2 bit conducted.
Yeah, so it's because they're from the ventricles.
So we do have very rare connection between the atrium and the ventricle, and this is why we do have a ventricle escape rhythm.
Ventricular escape rhythm and the AV complete block as well.
No, because you said that there is a connection between the atrium and the ventricle. You said that.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
So which bit is conducted? Use your cursor.
So these ones are conducted in lead 2.
Those are conducted.
I mean, those one down here, these ones here are conducted.
No. If you look at the top panel, the middle one is conducted.
In the middle, yes.
Only in the middle one. Why? Yes, that is conducted. But why? Why did I say?
Oh, because the R amplitude is different from the other ones. And so like here you have your P, Q, R, S, then you have your T wave. Whereas here we saw that the T waves are inverted in the rest of those ones.
And?
So like all of these are, the rest of them are from the ventricle, except for these ones in the middle.
And at the beginning, how is starting?
Yeah.
How do I know that those are not conducted?
Because we can't see the P waves in
yeah, we do see P wave in front of it mostly.
Yeah.
Okay. But the PR is changing. It looks like the PR is getting shorter. This is one thing. Another one, if you look at the width of the QRS, that's wider and the T is inverted. Okay,
yeah,
that could show that the ventricle bit Now, next one, you can see the PP interval right in front of the middle, and that's the PP interval. If you shift it to the left, you do see that there are some P's inside the QRS complex.
Yes, yes.
Very nicely, you can see, let's see if you're coming from the middle one, the second bit. You do see when the ST starts, that is on the shoulder, you do see a little notch, okay? Can you see it?
Yes.
But you should point it for the others.
For
Here.
the ST?
Oh, no, here.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a little bump, okay?
Yes,
Very
yes.
similarly here. You can see it. So it's meaning that we do not have any connection between the P and the QRS there, okay? Now, if you have an ECG, when you mostly not conducted, but sometimes is conducted, this is called?
It's a block.
What kind of block?
AV block.
What kind of AV block?
Oh, an incomplete AV block?
Well, what kind of incomplete AV block?
All right, so I would say that it's Mobitz type 1.
No, because we do have first degree, second degree, okay?
Oh, a high degree block?
High degree.
High degree AV block. Sorry.
Okay.
I just got confused. I just noticed.
Okay, high degree AV block. And what
AV block.
kind of bits we can have here? First of all, we do see the escape rhythm.
Oh, yeah. So we have the escape rhythm, and then we the characteristic for the high degree block is that we also have the fusion and the capture beats.
No, which is a fusion and which is a capture?
So
point me, show me.
All right, I'll point. Sorry, I'm just
left click.
So these middle ones are the fusion beats because
nope, they are not.
Oh, the capture.
Yes, the capture.
Oh, sorry, yeah. All the rest are fusion. Only the ones in the middle are the capture beats.
No.
No,
I'm sorry. The middle, we do have the capture bit that makes it arrhythmic.
Yes.
If you go down to the bottom and the left side, you do see another abnormal shaped QRS complex. Can you see at the beginning?
Yes.
Here. Here.
Oh, yeah.
And this is coming in time. So that's the fusion bit.
Fusion bit.
So the fusion bit comes in time, while the capture bit comes irregularly.
Yes.
Okay, now let's see that capture bit because we do see something else as well. Now, what can you see on this in the middle?
There's an elevation after the capture beat.
So first of all, the QRS is narrow, but we do see ST elevation.
Yeah, ST elevation, yes.
T on dome phenomenon. So what would you guess? What can it be?
Lower MI or subacute.
How can it be subacute?
Sorry, just a lower MI. I would say lower MI.
What do you mean lower MI?
Like inferior MI.
Inferior, but which stage?
Acute?
No. What can you see? Only we emphasize that we do see ST elevation, nothing else.
Oh, okay, sorry. So it's not acute yet. It's like before that. It's
that's called hyperacute inferior MI.
Hyperacute, sorry. Okay,
Okay, yeah, well, I cannot give you anything for this. Okay. Now, yes.
Can I ask a question about the previous ECG?
Yes, you can. I immediately. Okay, that was EKG. Wait a minute. Okay, that was, I think, yes. Up, come on. Okay, I'm going to share it again. Okay, yes.
The fusion beat that you pointed out, just as a general rule, the fusion beats will have always like different morphologies. Just because the one example that you provided, the fusion beat was very narrow, so I just wanted to confirm.
Fusion bit is not narrow. The fusion bit means that the ventricle activated from the ventricle ectopic center plus with the supraventricular areas. So this is why you do see an additional shaped QRS complex. It's not a pure supraventricular bit. This is why that's that bizarre. But it's
Okay.
not following the picture of the ventricle bit, because some part of the ventricle activated through the normal conducting system, some other part was activated through the muscle. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Now let's go on. Let's go on. Who is the next one?
I will go next.
You go. Who is who is going? Who is going? I cannot see.
Sorry, Bo.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, okay. No, I give you a good ECG. Oh, yes, that's for you, just for you. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's yours. Left click and
Okay.
after you can go for it.
So first of all, starting from the axis, lead 1 is positive, AVF is negative. So it can be left deviation.
Okay.
And we also have negative lead 2 as well, negative lead 3. So we will take a look at AVR and AVL. So we can confirm once again, it is left deviation, and the most equiphasic one is going to be AVR. So as we have seen before, the axis will be around 70 degrees minus.
Yes,
Yes,
good.
minus 70 degrees.
Okay, go on.
And then we will look at the heart rate. So
Looking
the
at the
heart
heart
rate.
rate. Yes,
Yes.
go on, go on.
Okay, so the square is about 1.5 big squares. So it'll be around 170 or 80 heartbeats. It's
Why?
supposed.
Why? Look,
Oh, sorry.
look at
Sorry. I could not.
1, 2,
Sorry.
almost.
No. I could only see the big thin big lines. Sorry, I
Okay,
could not see the I'm
get
very sorry.
closer. Get closer.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, I
magnifier.
will zoom in. Oh, okay. Sorry. So it's 2.5. It's 2.5 big squares. Okay.
Exactly.
Sorry. Oh, so it's between 150 and 100. So I would say it's about 125 heart rate per minute.
Okay, good.
Yes. And we will go to lead the prefrontal leads. So I will see the V1, V2, and V3, and I can see that the transition zone is a bit shifted to the left. And I assume this is also because of the axis change as well. So I will look at the V4, and it seems like because it's left deviation, I would say it's anterior hemiblock.
Left deviation. Why did you say that is? What is the criteria for? Okay. Why did you look at V4?
Because it has a notched
And
and
the anterior hemiblock. Why should influence? Let's see the chest leads.
because we see the axis deviation to the left.
Yeah, but the anteriorly doesn't say us anything about the axis, only the limb leads.
Yes.
So that's from the limb leads, you can assume that this
Yes.
is an anterior hemiblock.
Yes.
Nothing to do with the chest leads.
Yes.
The chest leads, you already listed that there are some pathological Q waves.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And yes. So seeing the pathological Q waves in V2 and V3, we can see that it's anteroseptal.
Okay, and
yes.
Which phase?
We can say it's we can say that it's still because of the T wave, it's
Don't
not
look at
so
the T
negative.
wave. No, don't look at the T wave. You have
Okay.
to look at QST, and you do see
Okay.
both. So
Yes, acute.
exactly.
Yes.
Nothing to do with the T wave. By the end of the acute, the ST returning to the
yes.
normal, but as long as you do see the ST, it cannot be subacute.
Yes.
Okay, now go on.
Yes. And
Yes.
we have the P waves, regular, so it's sinusoidal.
Yeah, we already said it, but now we are over the QRS complex.
Yes.
Look at V5, V6. Something is not good there.
Yes, because it's not quite positive. It's supposed to be positive, and it's still equiphasic. So the transition zone is still in V5, V6.
Okay.
Yes.
But what does it mean if you do see something in V5, V6? Oh,
Well, it means that we have a problem with our left ventricle.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If you do, what is the problem with V5, V6? You said it should be bigger than.
Positive. It
Yeah,
should
positive.
be positive.
And that is not positive. That's
It's
it.
because of the axis.
No, nothing to do with the axis. Look, the axis is only can be determined based on the frontal panel.
Yes.
Nothing to say with the horizontal one.
Yes.
So this is why let's say the chest lead won't tell you anything about the axis because exactly
Yes.
it's perpendicular.
Yes.
No?
So we can say that there is a problem with the bundle, left bundle.
No. If you do see the RS ratio is less than 1 in V5,
Yes.
V6, what
Yes.
would you think?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh? Huh? Huh?
If the RS ratio is less than 1 in
V5, V6, so?
yes, is
So?
left.
No.
Left.
No. Not left.
It's the
Right.
ventricle.
Right
Yes.
ventricle hypertrophy. Yes, that's a right ventricular hypertrophy. Okay, all right. So who is the next one? I'm not giving anything.
I can go next if that's
Okay, Mickey.
There.
Hi, all right. Now I have to give you a very difficult ECG.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Why not?
I can try.
Why not? Yes, yes. Ah, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, cursor. It's yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh man. All right. How do I
don't know. What do you want?
sorry. How do I zoom in on this? Sorry, this
Plus.
is
Use the plus and the negative one.
plus and the negative.
Left up. When you do see the percentage.
Ah, okay. Okay. Oh yeah,
And
that's a
if
little
you
too
punch
much.
on the plus, you can magnify it. If you punch on the negative one.
Amazing. Okay.
Well.
It's a little bit too
High
big.
tech.
I'll just keep it there for now. So looking at lead 2, it seems it's arrhythmic. It's definitely irregular. And this is I'm assuming it's 25 millimeter per second paper. So
yes,
the heart rate would be 300, 150, 100. 75. 80.
That's fine.
82, something like that.
That's great. Okay.
So this isn't like a normal heart rate.
Yes. Okay.
The
Good.
axis is one seems negative and AVF is barely positive.
So
So it's going to be a left.
what?
No, sorry.
One is negative.
One is negative, so it's going to be a right axis deviation.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. Go on.
Okay. What's next? So is there a P wave?
Yes, you can magnify it. Why don't you use the plus and the negative side?
It's
I will
here?
magnify.
Okay, there we
for
go.
you. Come here. Okay, come here and plus, plus, plus.
Oh,
See?
I didn't see. Okay, that's a lot easier. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
It's here. So it's you can consider it sinus.
no.
Supraventricular beat.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, supraventricular for sure because you do see P waves.
Oh,
However,
sorry, but it's not coming from the essay notes, so it's not sinus. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
because Y is not coming from.
It's not coming from because of the wide
Because
QRS.
nope.
No, okay. Then, because of the morphology of the.
Well, yes. What do you mean?
Um.
Hmm?
You see, but that's. Um.
Hmm? What about the morphology?
It's changing.
Yes, it's not the
Or
same. Okay. What
yeah.
does it mean?
So when the morphology is different, okay, so it means that it's coming from different parts of the supraventricular area. So in the atrium, it's intra-atrial beat or something like
Because the morphology is not the same, so but it's originated from the atrium.
that.
And what does it mean? And the
So
shape of the P is
I
changing. It's not the
think
same. What
I
does it mean?
think it's because the heart rate itself is not a tachycardia. I think that it could be a wandering atrial pacemaker.
Well, it's not wandering because if you had wandering one, what
Then
would you say?
you would see 2, 3 of each morphology.
Yes, you should
Or-
see a continuous changing of the morphology,
Right.
starting with, let's say, lead number 2, positive, less positive, and after negative, and go back. Okay,
Right.
it looks like that the morphology is moving from the sinus to the AV, but here you do see only the different, let's see, shaped P waves. If you do see the different shaped P waves, if you do remember what we said about this arrhythmia with different P waves, arrhythmia with different P wave means?
Arrhythmia with different P waves.
Okay, arrhythmia with no P wave means?
Atrial fibrillation.
Good.
Oh, atrial flutter?
No.
No, I think that's
Arrhythmia with sinus P wave means? Sick sinus syndrome. Arrhythmia with different P wave means multifocal atrial impulse formation. Okay.
Right.
All right. Now, so that's a multifocal atrial impulse formation. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
go on because we haven't finished yet.
Okay.
Okay, Mickey.
Let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. We're slowly getting there. So looking at the prick. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to move it a little bit further. Looking at the precordial leads, you can see, so for example, if I look at the,
why don't you say something about the width of the QRS? How wide the QRS is?
It's wide. It's
so
wide. So it's it seems like a block.
What kind of block?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I think it's a right bundle branch block.
Oh, because?
Because so for the right bundle branch block, you should see a very tall R in the V1, V2.
Okay, a wide R wave in
wide.
V1, V2, V3, and?
And you should see reciprocal changes in the V5, V6.
So a wide S wave in V5, V6 on the left side.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. What about the axis? What did you say about the axis?
Oh, I said that it's a right deviation. So that means that there is a hemiblock. And it should be a left posterior hemiblock because it's a right.
Okay, and together with a?
Together with a right bundle branch.
That means?
Bifascicular.
Bifascicular block. Okay, Mickey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And well, there's no mark for it. Who is the next one? You are on the way, however. Now, come on, guys. Who is who?
Savina.
Okay. Yeah, Seven Lee. Okay, Seven. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I give you a tracing for sure. Yes, a good tracing. Okay. All right, Savina. All right, that's great. Yes, and Savina.
Okay.
Wait.
Is it this one? Or is it a different one?
Oh, I cannot see you. I cannot see you. Why cannot I see you?
I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, okay, I do it. Okay, yes.
Okay.
You are a guest. Why did you have a guest? Why you are in a guest position? But it's okay. But I cannot
I had to leave the room because they cut my electricity. So I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's okay. It's only one problem. I cannot give you the cursor.
I'm on my phone anyway, so I wouldn't be able to
okay, all right. So I have to be your hand. Okay, now let's do it. Okay. Now, what do you want?
I'm just looking at lead 1.
Yeah,
so
this is lead 1, 2, 3. This is AVL and AVF. There is no AVR. Okay, go on.
Yeah. It's regular.
Yes.
The heart rate is, well, it's bradycardia.
Okay.
But it's around 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 6.5?
6.5, yeah.
So that's
it's 40,
like 45.
Okay, that's good. Great. Okay, go on.
The axis is whoops, I can't see anything. So lead 1 is positive and AVL is positive.
AVF is the next one that you have to look at.
Negative. Sorry.
Okay, so and
it's
lead number 2 is
lead 2 is so it's left deviation and negative.
okay. So meaning we do have a
Left deviation.
extreme left deviation, extreme. Because if you had positive, that you do have a range between 0 and -30.
Yeah.
But because it's negative, it's less than -30, and that's pathological. Okay, go on. QRS complex. And do you have P waves?
Yeah, so there's P waves. No, there's no P waves.
So
and the QRS is
so there is no P, but what does it mean if it's no P?
No P.
No P.
Atrial fibrillation.
That is rhythmic, not arrhythmic. It's rhythmic, but there is no P wave. So
I literally know this. Junction escape.
Yes, junctional escape written. Yes. Okay. Go on.
And
next, the QRS.
QRS is, I think, is that wide?
Yes, it is.
With, and it's
Okay, so it's wide. What does it mean?
It has a block.
What kind of block?
I think.
Yes.
Bundle branch.
What kind of bundle branch block?
Maybe, I think, right.
Because? What did you say?
Because the axis was.
No, nothing to do with the axis.
Sorry, the R is big in V1.
Yes, wide R wave in V1 and the wide S wave in
V5.
V6.
We have the reciprocal.
That's it. Okay. Now we do have a right bundle branch block and an extreme left deviation, meaning
left posterior.
No. Left deviation means anterior.
Anterior.
Right deviation means posterior.
Posterior. Oh, okay.
But anyhow, if you say bifascicular block is okay. But
okay.
This is an anterior. Do we see pathological Q wave? Can you see on your phone? V1, V2.
Yes. V1. Oh, yeah.
See, you can see it. So are these pathological?
Yes.
Because?
It's the, what do you call it? infarction.
Yeah, but why did we say this pathological? Because basically this is not 1/4 of the R wave, but
Lead.
But we do see Q where we should not see Q. V2, okay. And this is why any small q can represent an MI. Okay, what about ST segment? So you have to say that there's an acute one or subacute or definitive or so.
Is it
So
I think subacute.
Do we have ST elevation?
How
big the ST elevation should be in the chest leads? Should be around more than 2 millimeters, and we do not have more than 2 millimeters. Yes, it's only 1 millimeter. So that means that's a septal MI can be old septal MI. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see who is the next one. Anybody? Kai, come on, come on.
I'll go.
Okay, Sumir. Okay, good. And your ECG is ready. And the cursor. Okay, okay. Wait a minute, I have to find you. Sumir, yes, I found you. Now, left click and after you can use the cursor. Okay.
This is arrhythmic.
Yes, it's arrhythmic. Very good. Okay.
The heart rate.
Yes, the heart rate.
Um, 70.
It's okay, can be.
And the axis is in the lead one, it's positive.
Okay.
And
AVF is
negative.
okay.
And the 2 is negative, so extreme left deviation.
Correct. Okay, go on.
And there is no P wave.
Yes.
So
again, let's say this is arrhythmic and no P wave.
atrial fibrillation.
Yes. Okay.
And the QRS is wide.
Yes.
So right bundle.
What? I didn't hear you.
Right bundle.
Right. Why right? So why is right?
Because the wide S in the V.
What did I say? Whenever you do see the wide R complex, not the S, R.
Okay.
So,
left?
Yeah, that's a left one. Yes, that's a left one. Another specific sign of a left bundle branch block is a QS complex in V1, V2, or the deep S in V1, V2.
Oh, okay.
And pathological Q waves.
No pathological Q waves?
Except in V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So that is V6 in V5, up to V5. See?
Okay.
Okay. And that's pathologic because in the left bundle branch block, you can see on the right side, but you cannot see on the left side. So especially V5, there is no way that you can see Q wave. So that could mean that this patient does have an anterior MI as well. Okay, because it's too big or anterolateral or extensive anterior MI. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is the next one?
I'll try. Nasike.
Okay, Nasike. Okay, I can find you a good ECG, Nasike. Okay, good. All right. Yes, the cursor is yours.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Left click first. Now I can see it.
Okay. So in general, it looks rhythmic.
Okay.
The axis, positive, negative. I would say left deviation, possibly extreme left deviation, because one is positive. Okay.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Go on.
Because it's extreme left deviation, you can think about left anterior hemiblock.
If okay, you can think whatever you like, but don't say it.
Okay.
Unless you can prove it. Okay. Now let's go on.
The P waves are present.
Yes.
So sinus rhythm.
Okay.
PR interval looks okay.
All right.
QRS complexes look also okay. What can I see?
So.
Oh, sorry. Heart rate is 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 75.
Okay, good.
Normal.
Yes.
I see pathological Q.
Yes.
In 2, 3 in AVF.
Yes.
ST elevation in, how do I zoom in?
Plus. Yes, see, it's working.
Oh, okay. Sorry, so ST elevation in not some kind of 2, but definitely 3 in AVF. So that
Yeah, but
indicates
how much ST elevation is pathological one in the limb leads?
above 2 millimeters.
One.
Oh, above one.
Chest leads 2, limb leads half 1. ST depression chest leads 1 millimeter, limb leads half millimeter. So everything is half in the limb leads. Okay.
So because it's in 2, 3 in AVF, I can say inferior MI, and because it's Q, because the Q is present, you can say acute.
Okay.
How do I? Is it moving down?
Inferior, yes, acute MI, and looking at the chest leads.
Looking at the chest leads, you can see the R progression. You can see the R progression. It's a bit hard to see in V4 and V5.
Well. What is a transitional point? Normally
it's V3, V4.
And here?
I think it's V2, V3.
Or V1 and V2, because in V2, the R is bigger than S.
In V2. Oh, yeah. In V2, yeah, it's bigger.
So, what does it mean?
This means a hypertrophy of...
What? especially when you do have an inferior acute MI. What else?
Posterior. Well,
Okay.
no, then you would see the
Yeah.
reciprocal, so that's not posterior.
What?
No, never mind.
So what could be the sign of a posterior MI if you had?
You would see reciprocal. So
What
you would see
does
the
it
ST
mean?
depression and inverse T if there was posterior in the chest.
Okay, so we do see, instead of the Q, we do see a tall R wave, initial R. Instead of ST elevation, we do see a ST depression. So
it's also posterior.
exactly. So that's an infero-posterior acute MI. Yes. And if you get closer a little bit, I help you. Okay, this is the top of the V5. See?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's about almost 28 millimeters plus 10. It's 38 at least. So it can be a
That's hypertrophy
of the left ventricle.
Yeah.
Okay, well, almost 4, but no. Okay, I'm a very tough guy. Okay, who is the next one? Come on.
I can go next.
Okay, Chukwadula. Yes, Chukwadula?
Yes.
Igen Chukwadula. Okay, Chukwadula. Okay. Oh boy, that's a nice one for you. All right. Okay, I give you, my cursor is yours. Okay, go. Let's go. Left click and after you can use it.
I've left clicked, but okay.
Yes, see, now it's moving.
Okay. Okay, so we can see that it's arrhythmic.
Yes.
We can see that it's arrhythmic.
Yes.
Then the heart rate is above 80 beats per minute.
Oh, it's 100. It's close to 100.
It's close to 100.
Yeah, okay.
Then
go on.
To calculate the mean electrical axis, lead 1 is positive.
Okay.
And AVF is negative.
Okay.
So there's a right axis deviation.
What? What did you say?
No, I meant left, actually. There's a left.
I said right, but I meant left. Okay.
No, I meant left. It was.
Okay. All right. Go on.
So there's a left axis deviation. And
that's normal because this AVF is about equiphysics, so you can say that's normal. Okay. Go on.
Okay, so I can
What
see
about the P wave? Do you see P waves? Can you see P
Actually,
waves?
no, I can't see P waves. There are no P waves.
Those are T waves, not P waves. So if you do see QRS, you should find a T wave.
A T wave, yes. So I can see the T behind the QRS, but I can't
Yes.
see the T waves in front of the QRS.
So what does it mean?
There's a problem with the sinus.
What kind of problem we have in a sinus? Okay.
We have, since there are no P waves, it's either a sinus exits block or the sinus is not forming the impulses at all.
Yeah, but if you do have, let's say, SA block or anything that the sinus impulse formation is failing because, let's say, you could have, let's say, no SA at all arrest, but you still have a normal rhythmicity because the AV junction should fire.
The AV junction has taken over, so it's a...
But that's not rhythmic, and that's rhythmic and should be slower than this. So, arrhythmia, no P wave, what can be the answer here?
Junctional.
No, Arrhythmia, no P wave.
No P wave. 6 sinus.
No, arrhythmia with sinus P wave. That's a 6 sinus.
Okay.
Arrhythmia without P wave. That's a come on. Arrhythmia with different P waves means multifocal atrial impulse formation. Arrhythmia without P wave means anybody, somebody, help us.
Atrial fibrillation.
Atrial fibrillation, yes. If you
Yeah,
have,
atrial fibrillation.
yes, if you have rhythmicity without P wave, that can be junctional rhythm if the QRS is narrow or showing right or left bundle branch block picture. Okay, so that is an atrial fibrillation. Go on. Go on.
I want to zoom it to be able to see the F waves.
Yes, but we don't need to see the F waves.
Okay.
We don't need to see it. This is not how you diagnose atrial fibrillation. That arrhythmia, no P wave, enough. Okay. Because when they apply a filter, a high pass filter, they completely makes the baseline straight line.
Okay.
But here not, but it's okay. Go on. Next one, the QRS complex. Is it
the QRS
narrow?
complex is narrow?
Good.
So
go on. Go on. Next, pathological Q wave. Yes.
We can see pathological Q waves in lead 3.
Okay.
We can see pathological Q wave in AVF.
Yes, because these two comes together. Okay. All right. And what
so we can call this an inferior MI.
And which stage?
Okay, so we can see the pathological Q wave. So definitely this is beyond the acute state. This is not before the acute.
Why?
So this is because if it's before the acute, there is no pathological Q wave.
Yes, but we do have pathological Q wave. So
Q wave. So this is acute.
Yeah, that's an acute. What is the location?
This is acute MI. So
what is the
inferior acute
location?
MI.
Inferior acute MI. Okay, very good. Now, let's go to the chest leads, okay? Go to the chest leads. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, look at the chest leads. What can you see?
I can't see the chest leads here.
Why? This is the
I can
chest
only
lead.
see lead 1, 2, 3, AVR, AVL, and AV. Okay, I can see it now. I can see it now.
Takes a little time, but it's okay. All right, go on.
So in the chest lead, it appears that there's a left bundle branch block.
What? The QRS is not wide. It's not. It's narrow.
Okay.
So possibly we don't have any kind of bundle branch block. And especially in V6, the ID time is not elongated or the ventricular activation time is not elongated. And when we do have an acute inferior MI, we should go for a posterior as well. So let's look at whether we do see any kind of posterior wall involvement or not. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Hmm?
We
In V1,
we can see that there's posterior wall involvement.
Why? What kind of characteristic changes could show you that there is a posterior extension?
We look at the V2 and the V3.
And what do you see in V2, V3?
We can see an ST elevation.
Well, no, we don't see any ST elevation. No. But what else we do see? Huh? Huh? What else we do see? Not the S derivation, but the tall R wave that you do see.
The R waves are tall, yes. In V2,
it's too
V3.
big, the R wave. This is why, okay?
Yes.
All right. So that's too big. That could means that on the back we do have a
posterior
pathological Q wave. Okay. All right. Okay. Observe. Come back. What do you think? What kind of bit is this one? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Good. Let's see this bit and that one. Huh. Strange, isn't it?
Yes, they are strange. They are very strange.
So how can you explain those shape? So,
the V4, the impulse is the electrical impulse is very negative. So
in V4, what I pointed, that the problem that the QRS is wide, yes?
The QRS is wide, yes.
And the T is inverted. And similar can be seen in V6, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now, what would you say about this bit?
This is
yes.
It's an
yes. How would you say that bit could come from
the ventricle?
Good. What kind of? How would you say? What kind of ventricle bit is this?
This is a premature ventricular beat.
Okay, but you cannot state premature. Why? Because what is the criteria for premature? So being a premature bit, it should come earlier.
Earlier, yes.
And if you do have an arrhythmia absoluta, what is a normal RR interval? You don't know.
You don't know, yes.
See? Or this can be an aberrantly conducted bit, or you can say that that's a junctional, that's a ventricle ectopic bit. Ventricle ectopic bit. And this one, this is small one, this is not wide, it cannot be a ventricle bit, but it's bizarre. This is how you can say that that's an abnormally conducted bit. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, we are learning. See, thank you. Who is the next one? Who is the next one? Come on.
Professor, I've already done mine. I'm currently on mobile data and I think I'm about to run out. Is it okay if I leave?
Yes, no
when my data
problem,
runs out?
no problem. I'm posting, let's see, the video recording of this seminar. Don't worry. And whenever you want, you can join to the group number 6 or any group. Okay.
Okay, great.
So
Thank you.
bye-bye. But who is the next one? Not who is going to leave. Who is the next one who is going? Odysseus.
Are you next week?
Next week, but you don't want to suffer a little bit?
No.
But when Odysseus was wandering around the trip, yeah, he suffered a lot. So you can do the same. And you can see some nice girl, Nausicaa and other, yeah, so.
But I'm not fully ready, that's why.
Okay, now who is the next one? Who wants to do it?
If nobody wants to do it, I'd be happy to try again.
Again. That's okay. Wait a minute. Let's wait for the others because this is the best one if you do it, if you suffer, because this is how you learn it. Mate,
exactly.
Are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so you will get an ECG.
Oh, okay, I can try.
That's okay. This is how you will do it. Okay, you have to try. If you're not trying, you won't get anywhere. Okay, everybody's leaving right now. Getting cut. Okay. All right. Let's see. I give you the cursor. Okay, Mate, where are you, Mate? I found this one. Yes, it's right here. Okay, left click and after you can use it. It's moving, but I cannot hear you. Well, you should unmute yourself before you start.
Now can you hear me now?
Yes, and what about the cursor? Did you lose
And you can't see my cursor now?
No, I cannot.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Yes, it's still shared, so you can control, but left shift, you okay, left click. Okay, that's good.
Okay, now you can see.
All right, good.
So
yeah, I can magnify a little bit, okay?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Left click again because I was taking over. Okay, that's great.
So,
I
see I think this is a rhythmic heartbeat. I see about 4 of the large squares between.
That's great. That's great. Okay,
so that would mean that the rate is around 60.
4 means 75.
Oh, 70. Okay, 75.
5 means 60.
Okay.
All
So
right.
it's around 75. I think I see P waves, although they're very, very small.
Which lead that you should look at the P waves? Lead number 2, lead number 2
here,
and
yes.
V1. These are the 2 leads when you do see nicely the P waves. Okay, go on.
So yes, we can see the P waves, but in V1, they should be biphasic. And here they are not, they are
Yeah,
negative.
but in V1, the P wave can be any, can be positive, negative, biphasic, doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
You did not. That's okay. That's mostly is biphasic one, but don't worry if you do see only a teeny positive one or a teeny negative one. It can be any.
I thought it has to be biphasic in V1 always.
Not for sure, not for sure. And it's only V1 can prove whether in whatever you do see in lead number 2, for example, the notching, whether you do see the left atrial hypertrophy by seeing the second part is very deep or not. But for the left atrial hypertrophy, you should have, let's see, the wide P wave together with the notching one. Okay. Okay, go on.
Okay, so apart from that, I think the P wave is normal. It's not particularly large in any of the leads.
Good, go on.
The axis of the heart is
yes.
The lead one is positive, so it's not right deviated. AVF is negative. So there is a left deviation.
Good.
And number 2, it's positive.
Good. So that's
it is a still within the normal range between 0 and 60 degrees.
Yeah, so that's a left deviation. Okay, go on. All right.
What do I see?
The QRS complex, then PR interval.
PR interval. The PR interval seems to be normal. It's about 3 small boxes, which means that it's 0.12
the PR interval is ranging from the beginning of the P till the beginning of the QRS. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, almost 4. Okay. Good. Go on. Okay, the QRS, width of the QRS.
The QRS in
it's narrow or wide. What do you think?
It's definitely wide.
Okay, very good.
Because the QRS complex should not be longer than 3 small boxes either, which means that there is something with the conduction of the wave of depolarization in the ventricles. And what else do I see? I see I'm not very sure how relevant this structure is
But
in.
you haven't answered me. You said that some abnormality in the conduction inside the ventricle. So what can it be?
It could be a bundle branch block.
Yes, it can be a bundle branch block. Which one, right or left? That's the question here.
In right bundle branch block, we should see M-shaped QRS complexes, I think.
Where?
In the anterior leads V1, 2, 3.
Okay, V1, V2. Okay, while in
because the left ventricle depolarizes perfectly, but then the wave of depolarization propagates through the myocardium to the right ventricle instead of the conduction bundles. So this pulls the QRS complex apart because it's shorter than, I mean, the time, it takes longer time than it should. And the S wave also becomes very deep, but I don't exactly know why.
Because when you do have a right bundle branch block, the impulse goes toward the right side. On the opposite side, it has to be a negative wave. If you do have a wide R wave on the right side, you should see a deep wide S wave on the left side. This is why. But here,
we don't see that. So this is a left bundle branch block.
Because you do see exactly the opposite. As you see that the left side is activated later. So for activating left side takes longer time. Why every impulse goes away from the right side. This is why you do see the QS complex. Yes. Okay. So this is how you can distinguish between the right bundle and the left bundle branch block. And today we already discussed that the QS complex that you can see in V1, V2, V3, that can be normal, especially when we do have a left bundle branch block. Okay, so this is why. And that used to see this ST depression here, that can be secondary due to the left bundle branch block.
And is that because of the, oh no, sorry, because ST elevation is the ventricular stress.
No. Ventricle strain phenomenon is the ST depression that it has a very characteristic sign. That's the strain phenomenon. I'm looking at whether do I have a strain phenomenon or not, but I cannot see here. Well, no. Oh, wait a minute. I share you another one. Okay, left ventricle leads. No, that's for example. Look at here. That's a strain. See? This is a strain phenomenon. When you do see this down sloping and ending with a negative or biphasic T wave. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now, who is the next one? Come on.
I might give it a try, sir.
Oh, this so brave man.
I'll be brave enough, yeah.
Yeah, the brave man. Okay, good. That should be. This is okay for you. All right. Okay, wait a minute. I launched it. Okay, come on. All right. All right. Okay, and what is okay? Yes. Okay, good. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm controlling it now.
Yes, you are controlling.
So, firstly, we can see that arrhythmic.
Very good.
I cannot see any P waves.
No.
So, because arrhythmic and no P waves, then we have an atrial fibrillation.
Correct. Very good.
About the heart rate, it's I would say it's around, it's arrhythmic, so we take a longer period.
Yeah, but this is not tachycardic, so it can be around 80 or so. So
80 to 100 beats per minute. The axis lead one is positive, AVF is positive, so it's normal axis. Then QRS interval, I would say a bit wide.
Yes.
And I think in V1, V2, we can see the M shape. So it means because of it's wide and the M shape, it's a right bundle branch block. What else?
Nothing. Pathological Q wave, hypertrophies. But if you don't see,
I cannot see any pathological Q waves.
And no sign of hypertrophy.
And no hypertrophy.
And because the axis was normal, this only a right bundle branch block.
Okay.
See?
It wasn't bad.
See?
Yeah.
You were scared. That was your problem. If you started with this one, you already had a mark. But not now.
What?
You don't get any mark.
Why not?
Because that is over. This is why I started at the beginning that who wants to try it. And you said you don't want it.
Okay.
And after coming and say, see, if you want to approach a girl, if it's leaving, there is no turning back. That's for sure. Oh, well. Okay, George.
Well, I'm here, but I would also rather do it next week if that's okay.
Next week. Okay. Let's see. Wasan?
Yes.
You want to try it?
Okay, I can try it.
See, that's a brave girl. That's it. Okay. All right. Now I give you, okay. I'm sharing and you be the last one and the best one for sure.
Hope so.
Me too. Okay, well, then the cursor is yours. Maybe I can magnify it a little bit. Wait.
Sorry, doctor, will the rest of us do it next week then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I'm going to pause some more time, okay, for the next week. Okay. So I think I'm going to post maybe I don't know, when do you have time? Do we have time? Okay, I'm posting more time, and if somebody has free time in the morning or in the afternoon or at night, I'm posting some places, and you can roll into the spaces. If you go to the Moodle, you will see some very similarly to the lecture. I'm going to post some, and you can fill up. There'll be some places, and you know whether it's occupied or not. Okay.
So it will be during this week before our next class?
Yeah, no, together all week, the next week, all over the next week. Okay. Starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know my schedule. I have to check my schedule, but I try to give you more chance.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
These openings you were talking about are to try the midterm, right?
Well, if you lucky, you have the midterm. If you are not lucky, okay, you have to come back till the end of the semester. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
I knew it. Okay. Now, Vasam, let's start.
Okay, so first the ECG looks like it's
left click.
Oh, can you see it now?
Yes, I do see how the
Okay.
mouse moving.
It looks like it's arrhythmic.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's arrhythmic, then the heart rate is about like 120, 110.
I don't think so, because if you check, I'm zooming in, okay, and you will see that. All right, so between the R, you do have almost 3 squares, okay, 3 big squares, okay.
Yes.
So I think it's maximum 100 can be, but not longer than 100. For example, here you can see that, okay, 1, 2, 3, so that's around 100, okay.
Okay.
Good, go
So
on.
it's the tachycardia.
Okay.
And I cannot see a P wave. So it's
Well. Okay, let's see. I think these are the P's right here and here. Can you see the P waves?
oh, the mouse is in the middle of two leads where
Yeah,
you're pointing.
yeah, very far from the QRS complex.
Okay, so there's a long
Yes,
a long PR interval.
Meaning?
So, and there is a long PR interval in each one. So it's a first degree AV block.
Correct.
And here I always see a narrow QRS complex, lead one. And about the pathological cues, I can see one in lead 3 and in AVF.
Yes.
So if it's in lead 3 and AVF, it's inferior MI, but the type is there is an ST elevation, so it's acute inferior MI.
Yes.
And
go on.
Okay, and for the chest leads, okay.
Now, what is the problem with the chest leads?
Is it an RBBB?
No,
Or
the
no,
QRS is narrow.
No, sorry.
But again, the RS ratio, especially if you do have an inferior acute MI, you should check for the posterior wall. Do you have any extension? And here what you do see that initial R is tall. Only this.
Yeah, so it's a posterior.
Yeah, the ST is not depressed too much, so I won't say that, but it looks like we do have a necrosis on the posterior wall as well.
Okay. Oh, and I didn't say the axis. So if it if lead one is positive and it's left side, so we'll look at AVF, it's negative, so it's the left side. And then lead 2 looks positive, so it's an extreme left deviation.
No.
Sorry, if positive, it's left deviation.
Okay, only a left deviation, but if you compare, let's see, the RS in the AEVF is more positive, I think. So you see, that's a more positive than negative. So I would say that
Okay, so
AVF
it's
is
normal.
positive, so it's a completely normal axis.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.